we talk about, different departments or different groups have different goals, and we assume that that's all going to be rolled up and it's all going to be aligned and make sense. And I think in a scenario where you maybe have products or something like that, you're saying like roll out these products or launch these products or things like that. And you can do that and they, hit all their numbers, right? And then we still run into this. And I say this a lot in the comments where the business still doesn't perform, right? And so what do you do there, right? Because you've got like one department is like killed it all year and they're hit all their numbers, but then you didn't make your overall numbers to hit the funding. And then just what do you do? And I think there's different ways to handle that, but it does kind of go back to how you set up the plan in the first place. In what are you going to do in those kind of scenarios? It's almost like contingency planning at the beginning. And maybe for comp, that's where we need to like flex more into that area. Like you said, lay out all the different scenarios, but say like, this could happen when this happens, because we've all seen it happen. We all know this happened in our experience. What are we going to do in that situation, right? And are we going to give one department more funding than another, right? Because there's a case to be made for that. And then it's like, but are we all part of the same team and we've all got to like share evenly? So it's a very philosophical discussion about, are we all going to share in the success or take the hit if we don't make the numbers? So it's a really, really complicated question to try to tackle. Better to try to tackle at the very beginning as opposed to when it actually happens.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think the key here is, what is the philosophy? Some organizations, it's all boats float, right? Everybody's on the same team. So even if one department or group killed it, it doesn't matter. And other organizations, it's very broken out by division or by geographic areas, depending on how they're structured. So it's a great point, Greg, to like really dial that up ahead of time and make sure that we're clear about what is our philosophy at the upper levels. What is our comp philosophy and how are we going to think about this? And